So we know that the Switch 2 is on the way, and it's a very exciting time to be a Nintendo fan. But in this video, we're going to be discussing that the Switch 2 could actually be revealed this month. Now, obviously, we've been thinking about this for a long time now. We've been thinking about this all summer, since Nintendo are going to be, revealing the Switch 2 before March of next year. But I think we have some evidence that proves that we could be seeing a Switch 2 reveal this month or incredibly soon. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button, also liking, because it does massively help us out. So, if you wasn't aware, a couple of days ago, Nintendo, they announced for the first time ever, a double Nintendo Direct. They announced a Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase as well as an Indie World Showcase. This happened about a week or so ago, and yeah, Nintendo announced this showcase, and my take on it is, it felt very weak, and it felt like they were only doing it because they were obligated to do so. It feels like this last Direct we got was made out of some kind of potential maybe advertising contracts. We don't know if Nintendo has these. Just hypothetically, I feel like there might be some advertising contracts in there that means Nintendo has to advertise certain games, and I feel like that's why this Direct was shown, because we really didn't see much in this Direct. I mean, yeah, we saw some third-party games, we saw some indies, and of course we were not going to see any first-party games because these are a partner showcase. It is an indie world. We're not, we shouldn't expect big things from these. In my opinion, that really wasn't a very strong Direct, even for partner showcase standards. Of course, we got Yakuza, we got Tetris, Goat Simulator 3, Patrick Star game, the SpongeBob game. We got some Capcom fighting game collections, Castlevania collections, lots of just sort of ports collections, lots of games we already knew about, like Lego Horizons, Epic Mickey, Funko Fusion, which looks okay. But yeah, we didn't really see much in terms of massive announcements. It was kind of pretty disappointing in my opinion. The only thing I was really interested in was Dragon Quest 3. I know some people are interested in that. I know Dragon Quest is quite big on the Switch. I love Dragon Quest 11. But yeah, this last Direct, and especially the Indie World and this one, just kind of felt like an obligated, maybe a contract-ridden Direct. I don't really feel like we needed that Direct. I feel like it was maybe contracts from the publishers, potentially, that made Nintendo do that. Now, there's no evidence for that, but that's how the whole thing came across. Now, you might be thinking, so what does that mean? What does a Direct mean? How does that mean we're getting a Switch reveal this month? Now, if you look back on Nintendo's history, we have had a Nintendo Direct, a mainline Nintendo Direct, most Septembers. I feel like the only reason we didn't get one in 2020 was for the obvious reasons. But yeah, we've got a Nintendo Direct pretty much every single year in September. And this year, it feels weird for them to, push the Indie World and their Direct showcase together in an August presentation. So I feel like it's going to be unlikely that we get a Direct presentation in September, and I feel like they've done that to make room for a big announcement. That big announcement being the Nintendo Switch 2, or as Nintendo like to call it, the successor to the Nintendo Switch. Now, this isn't confirmation. We don't know anything from Nintendo. We don't know if the Switch 2 is getting revealed this month, but it means that Nintendo now has a technically free month to announce something. Now, usually we have a Direct in September. Now, if Nintendo had nothing to announce in September, wouldn't they just keep the original slot for a Nintendo Direct for September and just put what we've just had in the September slot? What I mean by this is, we've just had a Nintendo Direct in August. We don't usually have one in August, we usually have one in September. Would you not just wait until September to air the Direct showcase we've just had? I really think Nintendo would have done that. I feel like they've, got rid of their September announcements early to make room for a Switch 2 announcement. And of course that does make sense, because if we go back to the original Switch back in 2016, that was revealed. That was revealed in October for a March release. Now, a September reveal for the Switch 2 and then maybe a January-February release would be absolutely insane. I don't really see them doing a January release. I think that's too close to the holiday season. But I really do feel like Nintendo are going to reveal something big in September, because the only thing we have, really, in terms of Nintendo news-wise, coming up for September is the end of Splatoon 3, which I want to make a video on, because I am excited. It's kind of a bittersweet excited about the end of Splatoon 3. Obviously, Splatoon 3 is amazing. I love Splatoon 3. I don't have as much nostalgia for it as I do Splatoon 2, and I feel like I have more memories of Splatoon 2, but Splatoon 3 coming to an end, I feel like that is a big thing in the Nintendo community. So yeah, that'll be their big thing for September. But yeah, I really think that they got rid of the Direct that they had ready for September. I think they got rid of that a couple of weeks early so they could reveal the Switch 2. Also, if you take a look on Nintendo's social medias, we've had a lot of trailers for their upcoming games. We've seen little trailers for Mario and Luigi and also some more screenshots for Mario and Luigi on their social medias. We've seen an update to Super Mario Party which adds Pauline, and we've also seen, I believe, 2 Zelda trailers. So we have been seeing lots of content be revealed for these final Switch games of the year. Of course, I don't think there's any debating that the last Switch games this year are going to be, you know, Mario Party, Zelda, and of course Mario and Luigi. So yeah, we've been kind of seeing lots of news be slowly brought to us about those games. Nintendo are sort of pushing those right now. They've got a lot of the news I feel like they have to share out about those games, of course. Also pushing the Grand Festival for Splatoon 3. So yeah, it feels like everything's kind of wrapping up. If you look at their social media pages, they're wrapping up the last games. They've just brought out their last, what could be the last Switch Direct. I don't know if it is or not. They've brought out a decent Direct, which is a little bit early than what they usually do. And yeah, it feels like Nintendo are ready for a reveal of the Switch 2. Usually September is quite a quiet month for game reveals, game announcements. We've seen the Switch 1 be revealed at a similar time of year. Of course, Summer Game Fest is over now. It makes sense for Nintendo to reveal the Switch 2 this month. Now, I really do feel like it would be at the end of the month, maybe even in October, but I feel like it is very, very soon. I feel like, you know, the end of the month makes more sense. We get Zelda out of the way, we get Splatoon out of the way, maybe it'll even be October, but I feel like it is within the next 6 weeks, hopefully. We can hope. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, everybody. What do you think about Nintendo moving this Direct from what we presume was going to be September to last month? Do you think that means we could be seeing a reveal? Do you think we'll see a reveal soon? Do you think we are still going to have to wait a couple of months? When do you think the Switch 2 will be revealed? What do you think the Switch 2 will be? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. And of course, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you are liking, because it does massively help us out. And I will see you in another video. Cheers for watching, everybody.